gossip, entertainment, fashion, trend, and more.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Chatty Ree Show. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I'm not going to hold you along with a long introduction, but we get ready to get right into it. I'm going to just say this now. I don't know what you Twitter bitches is talking about, but we not canceling Jilly from Philly. Y'all could sit and talk all the shit y'all want about Jill Scott. What Nikki say, it'll never fucking happen. We are not canceling Miss Jilly from Philly. The people is in the uproar on Twitter. They dragging Jill Scott right now because Jill Scott showed some support to Chris Brown. She tweeted, and I'm going to read the tweet. At Chris Brown is amazing. How does anybody sing like that? Dance, look, act, and rap like that? Beyond gifted. It appears exceptional. People have to go through exceptional fire. There's nothing to debate. What's the problem? They've been dragging Jill Scott, calling she's been every fat this, fat that, supporting this, woman abuser that. So bad to the point they're dragging her, bringing up her story. And it's so crazy because I never knew Jill Scott's story. And I'm sure she's told it. I just never went to go look for it. But now I'm seeing stuff about her mom going through domestic abuse from her stepdad. And they were putting all her business out there on Twitter. And I'm just like, whoa. What is happening here? They oh, she canceled. How? Why? Because she showed love to Chris Brown? What's the problem? Obviously she must have seen something that he did. She probably seen a show, went to a show. Y'all know how Jill Scott do. She did the same thing when she went to go see Beyonce live, and she showed so much love and just couldn't believe she was in awe at how amazing Beyonce's production was. It's the same thing. But it's a deeper conversation need to be had here. And I feel like we've been having this Chris Brown conversation for the past 10 years. Do Chris Brown not deserve another chance? I don't know. I believe in second chances. Do I believe in repeated offenses? No. And there's a difference. There's a difference from someone doing something once, maybe twice, and realizing, oh shit, I gotta get my act in order. I gotta get my shit together. And changing that behavior. Anything after that is all right, this is just who you are, and this is what you're going to be, and there's most likely not a chance that you're going to change. And I'm one of those people, I believe in second chances. I believe that people fuck up, people make mistakes. And I actually heard somebody say something this past week that was really interesting. And the person, and I never even it never dawned on me or never even for me to realize this. We're all living this earth for the first time. None of us got a rule book to it. We're all living it for the first time. This is all of our first go around. And we're all just trying to make it. People make mistakes. Now, obviously, the obvious mistakes of, murdering somebody or an adult touching a child or things like that, that's not, those kinds of things is no coming back from. But Chris Brown made a mistake. He had his domestic violence situation with Rihanna. That was almost 20 years ago. And to this day, he's still being dragged for it. Now, I spoke in another video about this. And I said, Chris is the part of blame for this because he didn't keep his slate super clean. And that's because Chris Brown kind of got this fire about him. And he could be a little bit of a hothead. So, and I think with people seeing the other situations that he's gotten in, I think people is still holding on to that. And that really, 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 really sucks. Because outside of what he did to Rihanna, we don't know Chris Brown to just go around Floyd Mayweather and women. Like, it's not like he's out here just boop, boop, boop. The man made a mistake. They were young, in their teens. We're talking about someone that's in their mid-30s, pushing further to 40 than 30, and he's still being criticized. Still being criticized. And I think that it's a bit absurd, but we're not canceling Jill Scott. You're not. You're not playing with Jilly from Philly. We're not doing that. So I don't know. I hope Jill Scott see this or whoever. I don't know what committee we need to hop on, sign on, talk to, whatever. But we not playing the Jill Scott games. We really not. We just not gonna do it. No, ma'am. And y'all, I know I gotta change my fire detector. It's so ghetto. It's just that they so high, and it's so crazy because all of them are dying. The one by the kitchen and the one in my hallway upstairs is going. I'm gonna stop being tracks. I gotta get on the ladder and take that stuff down. Me or my husband, we gotta do it. But don't judge me. Shit, don't judge me. Anyway, keeping the topic on Chris Brown. Chris Brown, Quavo, and Sweetie is in the news. I don't know what happened, and I didn't go do much digging, and it seems like everybody is lost. The last time I seen Quavo and Chris, they were sitting at Fashion Week together, literally right next to each other like this. And then it went from that to them popping shots. They were popping shots. And nobody, they paid in mind, but nobody paid in mind. And then some more time passed. And now we get this record, and Chris Brown is just going in. Like, ooh, he said some stuff. And he said some stuff whereas though we thought he was going to be responding. Quavo was going to respond soon. And it's been all weekend. And Quavo ain't said a word. I don't know if he getting something written for himself or if he writing something for himself. But Chris Brown made some pretty harsh accusations. One of them being that he slept with Sweetie while Quavo and Sweetie were together. While they were together. Mind blown. Mind blown. And I don't know if it's true or not because all Sweetie had to say was, woo, child. And that was her response to all of it. That was her response to all of it. Woo, child. Woo, child. Somebody lie and say that I cheated on my spouse while I was with them. No, ma'am. Now, you could say afterwards, I slept with the homie and all of that. Yeah. They were supposed to be homies and then I homie hop. Okay, but you're not finna say we slept together if it's not true while I was in a relationship with that person. Because now that's a lie. But I don't know. They've been going at it. We gonna keep our eye out for that and see when Quavo respond, if he respond. But yeah, it got messy over the weekend. It got real messy over the weekend. And people are still trying to figure out why those two are even beefing at all. What is the beef even about? So let me know what y'all think in the comments. And if y'all know something, please put it in the comments so I know. And keeping it going with the beef and the drama, men. See, I tries not to get in men business. I'm more partial to being in women's drama. But Rick Ross and Drake. I really don't have much to say about this whole thing. I just have a point that I want to make because I'm always going to bring this back around to Nicki Minaj or Beyonce or Rihanna because I told y'all in previous video, this is very much so a stan page and we stan Nicki being real over here. Rick Ross and Drake have been beefing for whatever reason, going back and forth, releasing songs, popping shots, who house is bigger, who live on land. Y'all both rich as fuck. So shut the fuck up and enjoy your houses. Like, it's just dumb. But the point I want to make is, it felt like Rick Ross was arguing with himself. I mean, this man went on for days. Excuse me. This man went on for days, y'all. Days on rants about Drake. For it probably was almost a whole week. So my point I'm trying to make is, when Nicki Minaj went on her rant, she was spiraling, she was crashing out, she was a cokehead, she was crazy, she's a witch, she's this, she's that, she's miserable, she's old, she's washed up, yada, 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 yada. But the same rant that Rick Ross went on, everybody, it's hip hop, this hip hop, this hip hop. This hip hop, this how it go. Ha, Rick Ross this, Rick Ross that, ha ha ha, Rick. So my point I'm trying to make is, why is it good for the men to do things? This man went off on a tangent for a week, but Nicki was crazy and every cokehead in the book when she went off. Y'all remember when Nicki did that interview with Flex and she told Rick Ross to shut his fat ass up? Because Rick Ross the situation that came up with her and Meek and who did what, and apparently Rick Ross told Meek to be careful with her or something he said to offend Nicki, and she was like, shut your fat ass up. It was so funny. But that was pretty much my point with that. I don't really care about the beef because I haven't been into Drake for years. And Rick Ross, I'm just not into. It's not really male rappers or artists that really hold my attention. I'm more on the female side. But I just wanted to make that point. That's all. Moving right along. Child, the people is dragging Mariah Carey. Mariah is on her tour, is either tour or her Las Vegas residency. And they are dragging her because they're like, it's lackluster, is this, is that, and the third. And I'm like, it's Mariah Carey. When have we ever known Mariah Carey to get up on stage and pull a Beyonce? Or a Jennifer Lopez? Hell, or a Sierra for that matter. Like, Mariah is known for her gowns. We see Mariah get lifted back and forth on stage by her dancers, and that's just that. Now, I will say that production is terrible. Okay. I tell people this all the time, even when it comes to Rihanna. I don't look at Rihanna as a vocalist. I look at Rihanna as an entertainer. I am entertained by Rihanna. So when I go to her tours and stuff, I'm looking for her theatrics. I'm looking for hearing all her hit songs. I'm looking for her costumes. I'm looking for her to dance. I'm looking for her to curse, talk filthy out her mouth. The things that Rihanna do a little twerk and have a good time and dance and find love in a hopeless place. Like, that's what I'm there for. I'm not looking to hear her do a ballad. I'll get all of that when I go to the fucking Renaissance on the Run tour. So I'm saying all this to say, bringing this back to Mariah, I would not go to a Mariah concert because I'm just not. Mariah's not my girl. But if I did, I'm not going to Mariah to see her hitting a boom cat. No. What did y'all expect? Now, the problem is, I've did go do a lot of reading. So the problem that I'm saying for a lot of people is they're saying that the wardrobe is not there. The stage production is not there. She's slipping in her vocals because mama's getting older. And now she's not even really moving. Now she's not moving. So it's just like, okay, Mariah, do you really want to be doing these shows or not? Here go a little clip of what Mama is serving on tour.
All right, y'all. So for obvious reasons, I had to do a voiceover because obviously I can't play Mariah Carey's music in my video. But y'all get the point. Y'all see Miss Mama? She just standing there with her little rainbow skirt, with her little varsity jacket on, and just swaying back and forth. Look at her. No effort, none of that.
Do y'all expect anything else from Mariah? What more do you expect from Mariah? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Mariah is mother. I guess Mariah feel like I could do what I want to do. I'm Mariah Carey. Moving right along. Wendy Williams' husband, Kelvin. Yeah, whatever. Child. He released a statement talking. He's still going. The man is broke. The well has run dry. And long story short, with his broke ass, what the you guys say on TikTok? With your broke ass, your broke ass. What's his name? I forgot the TikToker name. The black
with your broke ass. You go buy it for me?
That's all I think about when I see Wendy's husband. With your broke ass, like you what? What? Go get a job. You have to go get a job. Go get a job. Get a job. That's all that I could charge to the game and say here. Like, he threatening Black China, telling that he gonna expose why Black China was really there. And so me and my girlfriend was talking about that, and I was like, what? Like, what he gonna say? Oh, she got paid? If she did get paid, so what? I got booked to be on the show. Yeah, I'm going to come here as Wendy Friend and play Wendy Friend. Y'all won't pay me. There's a booking fee with this. And I'm pretty sure they wanted to use her name as a part of, I guess, whatever Celebrity Friends is still coming around. It is what it is, whether Wendy was in her right state of mind and wanted that or not. I'm not going to hold that against her for going to get her check. So if she accepted money, okay. Only other thing I said to my girlfriend that I could possibly think of, was she stole something? Did she take something out the house with her when she left? Like, what could she possibly have done? But I'm not mad that lady got paid. Like, y'all shooting the show, y'all want me here, I'll be there. Here go my booking people, book that. I don't see what the problem is. Your Kelvin is just mad because he simply had been cut off and he's suffering, and it's been months, maybe a year? How long ago did he got cut off? A year, almost 2? And he was dependent on that Wendy money. And now that there is no more Wendy money, he's suffering. He's suffering. And that's just all there is to that. Like, go get a job. That's all I can think about. Andy, I cannot stand Andy Cohen. I personally think Andy is a racist. I personally think he's messy. He's a shit starter. I think he causes a lot of the drama that the housewives and stuff have going on. You could see the favoritism in the different housewife franchises. All of this. I'm going to say all of this about Andy. He's an ain't shit ass nigga, right? But what I am going to say, if the rumors is true that Andy is up to be fired or they're looking for somebody to replace him, this, that, and the third, you could say all that you want to say about Andy, but Bravo is Andy Cohen's house. There is not anybody, and me and my husband, we were sitting here on the couch, and we were trying to bounce back and forth who we think could sit in Andy's house and do what Andy do. There is nobody that can sit in his house and do Bravo and Housewives and Married to Medicine and any of those shows the way Andy does them shows. Period. I feel like if Andy go, he's taking all of them shows with him. I don't see anybody else hosting a reunion I just don't see it. I don't see it. Like, who are y'all going to replace Andy to? And I don't know this to be true, but my husband was telling me that they threw somebody name out there. He didn't remember who name they threw out there, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck who name they threw out there. It's nobody you can replace Andy with. I feel like if Andy go, they need to go ahead and get a whole lineup of new shows. Cancel Housewives and Married to Medicine all the way across the board, and they might as well usher in a whole new network of shows. Cause I just don't say I can't stand the man, and one will probably want him to be gone, and I do feel like Nene. Sorry, y'all, my neighbors. I do feel like Nene do deserve an apologize from him to an extent, but at the same time, Nene bought a lot of shit on herself. All I know is, y'all, I can't stand Andy, but Bravo is his house, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's not when it is. With that being said, I'm going to go over to host RuPaul. Bitch, I love you to pieces, but you play a very vicious game this weekend. RuPaul, you play a very dirty game you played. Saphira not winning RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16, and then the nerve of you to get on TikTok and use that doll with that Miley Cyrus sign and go and kiss the Season 16 goodbye. You's a dirty dog for that. I don't know where it lies for me next. And with that being said, I ain't got no more. And I'm out of here. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace.